Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Give me a second, I'm trying to select the appropriate weapon. Watch who you stepping, them snakes all around, you know they connected. When I was a kid, my grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for my Armageddon. Got nothing to lose, I'm all in. Walking the edge, don't fall in. Enough of the lies, don't apologize, I don't understand, are you foreign? This is the place, this is the site. Grab all your people and log in. I'm waiting, don't care how long it's gonna take.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Live, back in action, toe tapping, fingers snapping, because the NFL is about to make it happen. Week 1 has arrived, and the 3rd and 3 podcast is alive, so let's get it going, guys. Hey, no time to waste. What's up? Good evening, Tricky Nicky Gist in the house, the professional, the star before our eyes. How we doing?
I'm good. It's week 1. I'm excited.
No, I know there's so much talk around the office and everything. People are going crazy. I have a lot of Jet fans around, so it's like, a lot of wishful thinking on their part. You know how it goes.
I do. I live here. I know.
Yeah, you know them. Oh man, D, I know that you're all excited about your Saints, man, but we're excited to hear about something else from you right now. You got some big stuff to talk about, bro, and we got to hear it, and the people need to know about it.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Yes, so I have been selected to join the GSMC Podcast Network. If you're not familiar with them, if you look up GSMC in your podcast app, like a million different podcasts are going to pull up. Like it's a very vast and a very big network that has everything under the sun. If you're into true crime or even movie reviews, book reviews, everything you could think of, pop culture, and of course sports. And I've been hired to be one of the hosts of their basketball podcast and the host of their boxing podcast. So for the basketball podcast, thank you. There'll be a few episodes that come out each week. My podcast or my episode will come out each and every Thursday. So tomorrow will be my first basketball episode. And then for the boxing podcast, I am the only host of the boxing one. That'll be each and every Monday that the GSMC boxing podcast will come out. So please go subscribe to the GSMC basketball podcast. Not just for me, the other hosts are very talented, very knowledgeable. Check them out as well. And for the GSMC boxing podcast, I'll get even more in depth and deeper into boxing than I do on my own podcast, because now this is all this podcast is about, is boxing. So you're going to get, all my innermost thoughts about everything going on in boxing. That could be scary or it could be good. Check it out and see. So go ahead and please subscribe to both of those podcasts and check it out. I'm very excited about it. Very, very excited.
Bro, it's so well-deserved, man. Congratulations. That's great. And again, I know how much you love boxing, especially that part that you get to just have your own boxing show, man. That's just fantastic. Everything about it is great. Just, again, like I said, well-deserved, man. Congrats, bro.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I'm very excited. Very excited. I'm recording the basketball episode tonight, so that'll be up first thing in the morning. So I'm very excited. You guys will be, definitely getting that direct message, to check it out. So I'll be ringing that road for sure.
Yeah, call Jay's landline. He'll and that's why 33 is not going anywhere.
That's right. 33 is here to stay. We got to do our thing. At the NFL, as long as the NFL is alive, we'll be alive. And as long as I'm breathing, I will be the sports prophet that I am or try to be. And yes, my name is Jason Fearman, and the show is presented by the Sports Column and brought to you again by Reebok. Look, all you got to do is go over to 3rd&3podcast.com, check out all the latest, greatest deals that Reebok's got to offer on all the stuff. I mean, whether it's sneakers, clothes, whatever the hell you want, check it out. Discounted prices by going to 3rd&3podcast.com. Click the little linky poo, and we're all good. Get the goodies, man. We're in. The goodies is the NFL, guys. We're finally here. It's time to do it. I can't believe it. And all I want to do is pick the games right now. I'm like itching to get into that, but we'll go over a couple of quick things and take a little breather before. But real quick, how do you guys, we just had 2 big time freaking drafts. I mean, the main one, the real deal, with Damian Adams over here, commissioning that draft. How are we feeling about our teams, guys?
I feel good. I like my team in both the Real Deal League and the 3rd and 3 Podcast League. The 3rd and 3 Podcast League with so many people, there's 12 people, and it definitely makes it interesting for sure. I had the 8th pick, if I remember correctly. So it was kind of interesting trying to work that in and see where I could draft and who I should kind of reach for or not reach for. So that one was interesting for sure. And I like both styles. Like yours was on the computer where we just got to I was able to do multiple things. Mine, it was live. You had to be in the moment right then and there. which makes it a little tougher because for me, as you saw, hosting and drafting, a few times I had to take some shots because I was taking too long. You have to be right there in the moment, ready to go, and you can't mess up and draft the wrong person or anything like that. So, but I like both teams. I'm really excited about both teams.
Yeah, I had to try to filibuster in there for you a couple of times. I'm like, all right, let my man for a minute. He deserves an extra couple of seconds, and I ended up drinking a lot more than I wanted to or had expected. I got to tell you, by the end of that night, I was wobbling, man. I'm like, whoa, what the hell happened over here? I'm like, damn. And I mean, I didn't need to drink, but
straight up. Like that's
straight up. You're straight up gangster style, baby. I wasn't playing. I'm all right with my team. I mean, it was a little different than I thought it was going to turn out, Nikki. I got two of your favorites, Prescott and Lamb. I just think that'll be, they're going to be playing from behind a lot, so I figured why not. You guys know I love Ahmad St. Brown. I got Derrick Henry with the 6th pick. I'm like, for real? He dropped the 6? I'm like, okay. I mean, I had to take him. And then I took Mixon. I got Mark Andrews. Then I don't really love my bench so much. I got like Cooks, Michael Carter, Russell Gage, Rashard Penny, Darnell Mooney. I don't know. What about your teams, Nikki? What do you think?
I feel good.
Yeah? You drafted Jamar Chase in the Real Deal League, right?
I did. I got Jamar Chase. Who else did I get? I actually don't know. I haven't even logged in. So whatever D put in there, I sure hope it's right. No, I do have to log into the app. But I did go out with a bang and get Matt Ryan. So I had to end it. I had to put my money where my mouth has been for weeks and weeks and weeks now. But, that podcast draft is interesting because, like, for me, you're so into it at first, and then you start getting towards the end, and everybody's drinking and laughing, and it gets derailed real quick. And how many times I had to ask D, I don't even know like what pick I was on or how many I had left. So I'm glad we started this tradition. It's a lot of fun, and I look forward to kicking everybody's ass again. So
there she goes. She's bringing the noise. Yeah, your team.
It was definitely surprising how the draft went down. You two guys knew I was going to take Justin Jefferson first if he was there.
Yeah.
But I was like, because when LaDonna started talking, because she went by before me, she was like, should I mess this up? I was like, she's about to take Justin Jefferson. I know she's about to do that. But she took Cooper Kupp, and I was like, okay, cool. Justin Jefferson and then Mark Andrews. That was my plan, to get Mark Andrews early. And then Ty scared me because on the way back, he was before me, and he took Travis Kelce. He said tight end. I was like, oh, he's about to take Mark Andrews. Then he took Travis Kelce. But I knew I messed him up when I took Debo in the 3rd round. I knew for sure he probably wanted Debo because he's a 49ers fan. Yeah, I know for sure he probably wanted Debo. So I had to get him with that one. But I like my team a lot, man. My wide receivers are really good. Justin Jefferson, Debo, Michael Thomas. Like, if Michael Thomas is truly back, those 3 together, that's a mean wide receiver combo.
No, it is. It is definitely. There's no doubt. If Michael Thomas going to get them targets, no question. I mean, I'm looking at my team real quick in the Real Deal League. You guys know I was waiting for Derek Carr, and he was 3 picks away, and I was so pissed off when somebody took him. I ended up with Jalen Hurts.
You got swiped a lot, Jay. I feel like you and Courtney. I know I swiped Courtney a few times.
Yeah, I got stubbed a couple of times. I was pretty pissed. Hey, what's up, Ma? She's of course in the stands cheering us on. So I ended up with Jalen Hurts, but I got Nick Chubb and I got Elijah Mitchell, which I'm happy about. Clyde Edwards-Helaire to back it up. Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams. Amari Cooper, who's going to get a whole bunch of targets, right? So you got to figure he's going to do something. And I got David Montgomery, Brandon Cooks, Adam Thielen, Allen Robinson. I like my team. I got some depth. I'm not upset.
Yeah, and Ty made a really good point during the show about you can't be scared of elite receivers when they have bad quarterbacks because they're still NFL quarterbacks. So those guys will still get the ball. It's just about how much they get the ball and what's the quality of targets, right? And like with DK Metcalf, he's great talent, but with Geno throwing the ball, you're a little scared. You're like, DK's still a great talent, so you probably still should take him.
Exactly. Yep, there are things, and if you're a big Jets fan, speaking to them, Zach Wilson, I love Robert Saleh, our former defensive coordinator, now Jets head coach, how he says, we'll see, he could be 100%, for week 1, right down the tube. So he's not. Zach Wilson's out for 3 weeks.
Like a revenge game. Will it make you switch your picks?
That's what's up.
I love a good revenge game.
Oh, man. It's just too bad it's not in Baltimore. That would have made it perfect. But, Flacco going into his 34th season now. I mean, that guy's been – damn.
Definitely seems like it for sure.
It feels like it, right? He's been in the league forever. God, he goes back. I mean, all in battles at Roethlisberger, those teams are great. It was awesome to watch. But anyway, yeah, he's in his elderly years now, and he'll do what he can do for the Jets. And they're playing, like we said, Baltimore. And Lamar Jackson said today that Friday is the deadline as far as the negotiations go. And talk doesn't mean he's not going to play the season, but it means that he wants a negotiation to end, and he could be a free agent because right now he's owed the $23 million for this year, which is great. That's more than he's made in any single season, because the most I think he's made is $8 million in a year, or I think even 9.5 total, something like that. So he's getting paid great for this season, but he wants that bigger contract, and I guess he's willing to hold out. And but he's still going to play. That's the thing. So I don't know. Would you have different advice? Would you be like, yo, dude, just like don't even play, chill?
No, I wouldn't tell him not to play, but I definitely want him to get his money. So I'm not mad at him for saying, hey, if it's not done by Friday, I don't want any distractions during the year. We're going to just move on to the next year if it doesn't happen. And like you said, $23 million, he'll be fine as far, financially. But as far as a QB, he is a discount for sure. A QB of his quality at $23 million a year, in this day and age is a steal. So the Ravens will get a steal this year, but next year they'll have to pay him. And the thing is, the longer it takes, the more he's going to be worth, right? The more somebody else, like Kyler Murray's contract is going to be like, you saw what Kyler Murray got. You got to give me more than that. You saw what Deshaun Watson got. You got to give me more than that. Like it's going to keep going up and up. Somebody else is going to get signed. And it's going to be another person that's going to be like, really? I'm Lamar Jackson, former MVP, the guy who has led you to the playoffs every year when we're healthy. I need more than this. So the Ravens, I would give them advice and say, let's close the deal as soon as possible. If I was anybody, I'd be like, yo, Ravens, GM, whoever, close this deal so it's not going to cost you way more down the line.
That's what I'm thinking. Because again, if he balls out and bets on himself, look, Dak got hurt and still got a big ass contract. So he's going to get a big contract, but it's a matter of when, where, and who from, Nikki. It's a weird thing. And we're talking about Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco on the other end. Lamar Jackson can barely even drink. I mean, how young he is. He's such a great player, and so many freaking years he's got ahead of him. It's a very awkward situation, but the way that Baltimore runs their business is a little bit more, I don't know, professional. And Lamar Jackson has been a total professional throughout this entire thing. I don't know. What would you do if you're him? Do you have any different advice, or would you do anything differently?
He's repping himself, right?
Pretty much, yes.
His mom is, or he's repping himself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I commend him for not dragging it out, kind of like giving that deadline and like, okay, like, we don't want distractions. Friday's it. So I think, I don't know. I'd like to say I would do the same, but I don't know if I would be that mature about it. Like, I don't want to get paid, but I guess that's, trust in a working relationship, right? He knows that the organization will take care of him. But like you guys said, I mean, the longer that takes, the price just goes up and up and up and up. The more valuable you are, and this is in any job, right? Your price goes up. So
yeah. And now there's a whole guaranteed money aspect that's gone down with it because Deshaun Watson has a fully guaranteed contract. And of course, Cleveland was smart enough to realize to make it fully guaranteed basically for after this year, because he's only getting paid $1 million this year, Deshaun. So he's getting paid everything. But this whole guarantee, they even trickled down to Russell Wilson. You named a bunch of other quarterbacks also that are in that same position. So yeah, that guarantee thing, that's another one that just hits hard. It's like, well, look at Deshaun Watson. We're in the same division. I'm better than him. I have an MVP. I can take you to the playoffs. I can rush for over 1,000 yards and do this and that. How come I'm not making more money than him? And he'd be right to say it.
He even can bring in like merchandising into it. Like Lamar Jackson's a very popular player. So a lot of kids, Lamar Jackson's their favorite player. So a lot of jerseys are being sold because of Lamar Jackson. A lot of bobbleheads are being bought and things like that. So he can bring that into it and say, you see what I'm doing for this franchise, not only on the field, but off the field. I want my money. So that's why I'm saying for him, he shouldn't settle for anything less than $231 million guaranteed.
And on the field, Nikki, they run their offense based on him. So it's almost like, what are you going to do? Revamp your entire offense? If you don't keep Lamar Jackson? No, it's ridiculous. They're going to pay him. And you know what? I bet you they do get a deal done by Friday. But does Baltimore look at it and say, oh, Lamar put his foot down, and said Friday, are we going to budge on that? But then that's what it becomes, like a butting head situation. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen.
They've been a smart franchise throughout history, right? The only bad deal, honestly, they made was Flacco. But at that time, you had to pay Flacco because he came off of one of the best playoff runs we've ever seen.
Exactly.
So they were they were between a rock and a hard place there. So otherwise, we know them for being a great franchise, being able to draft well and do all these things. So I think they'll get it taken care of. Even if it's not this year, they'll make sure he's taken care of. They definitely cannot franchise tag him. That cannot happen. You cannot go into a year and say, "Oh, we're going to franchise tag Lamar Jackson." Like, he's way too good for that. That's when the relationship can get strained if you franchise tag him and don't put him on a long-term contract.
Exactly. I mean, again, like I said, Dak Prescott got hurt and still got a contract. There's no way that Lamar is not getting a contract, no matter what, unless he's broken in half, God forbid, on the field. He'll be fine. So he'll be fine. Right now, Mitch Trubisky is fine. He's QB1, Nikki. Woo! How about this? Okay. I mean, you guys know I'm a little bit higher on the Steelers than you guys, and yeah, I do think that Trubisky can do a good job. I even think that Kenny Pickett can do a good job. But do you think that Trubisky keeps his job throughout the whole year, Nikki?
I think he's going to do better with Mike Tomlin, right? I think he will definitely improve. Do we get a whole year out of him? No, I doubt it.
Okay. So you think he's out by week
10?
10. All right.
9, so 10. I think we'll get a little bit out of him, but I think we'll hit a point where it'll just be time to move on. Because I'm not that high on the Steelers. So I think that they will hit this point where it's like, all right, let's, move on, see what we got.
That's the thing. I am higher on the Steelers. And you know what? I can even see if Trubisky isn't doing a great job, the defense being, good enough to hold it down for a while. And then maybe Pickett does come in and, strike lightning, whatever you want to call it. But no, I still actually think that Trubisky is going to do a good enough job and play well enough all year to be the quarterback. What that's going to do for him is going to get him a contract somewhere else next year. That's what I truly believe is going to happen because, of course, Kenny Pickett is their future. But do you think that we're going to see Pickett this year outside of injury?
I do think we're going to see Pickett this year. Like Nikki was saying, I think it's going to get to a point. I don't think it's going to be Trubisky's fault. I think Trubisky will be okay. I don't think he'll be horrible. But there's going to get to a point where they're out of playoff contention. And now I have to root against it because I don't want to, sip beer through a hot dog straw. to our bets from last week. So now I have to root against Trubisky. I feel bad. But Trubisky, but like I said, it won't be his fault. I just think that Pittsburgh and the AFC, especially the AFC North with Baltimore and with Cincinnati, even Cleveland, once Deshaun comes back, that division is tough, man. And then you got the AFC West. The AFC conference is just so stacked. I think it's going to be tough for Pittsburgh to get into be in playoff contention late. So I can see by week 12 saying, okay, it's time for us to put Kenny Pickett in. It's time for him to get those reps and get ready for next year.
Yeah, we can be seeing a lot of Kenny Pickett and a lot of Pickett to Pickens, George Pickens there, other rookie guy. We could be hearing a lot of that. I can imagine them just making fun of those last names, somehow playing pun on words. Pickett to Pickens, pick a peppers, whatever that's old saying is.
I got a feeling we won't be calling these Steelers games this year, so we won't hear any of your puns.
Oh, man. We'll see. Tomorrow night is the opening night. It's opening curtain for Third and Three podcast to come out and again, trailblaze, and do things that nobody else does. But that's what we do, So we'll have our pregame show, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, we got to have a pregame show. So do like a 20-minute pregame, and then bada bing, bada boom, the game is on. Here we go. Going to be fun. All right. So that's pretty much it for neighborhood news. Let's get into the Kenny Pickens or the George Pickens right now. Let's make our week 1 Pickens. Let's do it. You see, it's already happening. It's already starting. I mean, it's too easy. My pun on words. Give me a break. Speaking of tomorrow night's game, D, here we go. Some people think it may be a Super Bowl preview. We have last year's champs going against this year's favorites. The Bills are favorites, as a matter of fact, to beat the Rams in LA. I find it interesting. I think it's a 2.5-point spread, but we're going straight up on these. We're going to save our interesting betting line bets in a little bit for you. So what do you got straight up over here?
I'm going with Buffalo, 27-21. I think they'll be very, very hungry. You got the Rams coming in after winning the Super Bowl. They're getting the celebration and the rings and the banner comes down. I think it's going to be too much, and they're going to be all in the celebration. You got Buffalo hungry after losing that game they should not have lost last year. For me, I think Buffalo is kind of like my Cincinnati for Nikki. It's like my team that I'm rooting for outside of my team. And because it's my second year in a row picking them for the Super Bowl. So now I'm invested in this team doing well. But I do think they'll come out guns blazing tomorrow night and win that game. But it'll still be a good game. I'm going 27-21. And the whole Matthew Stafford having the baseball injury with his elbow thing is kind of bothering me a little bit. They're saying he's ready to go, but the fact that he's been limited in training camp, we didn't see him all preseason. I'm a little worried about that, but I got Buffalo winning this first one.
Yeah, Nikki, your Rams over there, Matthew Stafford, he looks like he's going to have to play with this injury all year long, which definitely could be a problem. Again, he's no young guy anymore. I mean, yes, he is relatively speaking a young man, but as far as NFL goes, not so much. So, look, we all have Buffalo in the Super Bowl, against all different teams, which is a lot of fun. So we'll see how that shakes out. But Buffalo is a huge favorite for the Super Bowl, Nikki, but in this game, they're a favorite. What about in your eyes? Do you think that they go to LA and get a win on Thursday night, opening night?
No, they do not.
Emphasizing that no
they
right
do
there.
Not. I will say this: the defending Super Bowl champ is 14-3 in opening games, right? So they tend to win. I think Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, I think they're just going to shut all the haters up. It's like he wins a Super Bowl, still not good enough. Oh, he's injured. Oh, they're going to have a Super Bowl hangover. No, I think they're going to come out. They're going to win. It will be close. Rams 28, Buffalo 24.
All right. Well, I actually agree with you, Nikki. I'm with you. Wow. I forgot I have to write these down. Remember, I'm supposed to write.
We got to keep track of these, because I definitely want to whoop you guys in the picks this year. I think Nikki won last year.
That's right. I won.
Come on, who won last year? You didn't win last year.
I think you won the picks. I think I won the fantasy draft, if I remember correctly.
You're both dreaming. I won both of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your mind. You did not.
I have no idea what you're saying. When did we even tally that? I don't remember doing it. I don't even remember doing that. I got to find the episode that we did that. But anyway, no, I really have no. I'm not kidding. I don't even remember doing it. I'm the old person. Remember, you got to rely on. I rely on the young minds to figure it out.
The Alien TV.
Exactly. I need you.
What is it called? Oh, rabbit ears. That's what it's called.
Yeah. The old antennas over there, but
antenna.
He puts it on channel 3 to play video games.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Turn the dial. There's no remote. You just got to get up and turn it.
I got to do what I got to do. I got to take it, anyway, I got to get my TV. I hear they got the smart TV thing. I don't know what that's all about, but I'll check it out one day.
Jay, really, do you have a smart TV? What kind of TV do you have?
I got a couple of Rokus, and I also have cable TV also. I got both. Yeah, I'm up to date. I'm up to date.
Okay. I see you with the smart TV.
Okay. I don't miss it. Got my NFL Red Zone happening. I got it all.
All right. What about Red Zone? Okay.
No, I got like all sorts of free stuff there. Like they got this Peacock and Tubi and Freevee and all these things. I got HBO Max. I got Netflix. I got Hulu.
All right. I didn't know.
Amazon Prime. I don't mess around. I got all of it. And I watched half of it, maybe. So I should be
Yeah, it's so many streaming things. You can't really watch them all. But then one time you don't have it, that's when they're going to have the hot show that you want to see.
Exactly.
You gotta sign up again. For us, I don't know if anybody has Fios out there, but it's like in order to get Red Zone, you have to get the cable package. I literally watch Red Zone and Bravo. Like that is it. I don't even watch anything else is like streaming. Like it's so annoying that you have to get this whole entire thing for. Yep. I literally watch 2 channels. That's it.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Married at First Sight, a little bit of Lifetime, but like one show. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally waiting for Cobra Kai to come on Netflix. I haven't watched Netflix in probably 6 months. I have no idea. I'm just waiting for that.
I got some recommendations for you. Watch the
Woodstock documentary. Yeah. Did you guys watch that?
Which one?
I haven't watched that.
Okay. It's called Trainwreck.
I've heard of that.
It's the Woodstock documentary. There's one on HBO Max too. So we binged both of them. Yeah.
That should be interesting.
I'll check it out.
What up, Courtney? But yeah, anyway, I do agree with Nikki on this. So I'm going Rams 26-23 for tomorrow night's game. Then that we are calling. Ooh, we're gonna have fun tomorrow night. Can't wait for it. Great game. We shall see.
Whenever somebody is alone on a pick, we should have like Michael Jackson. You are not alone.
Where are these sound effects? We need real deal bet, and we need all these things.
Someone creative. Again, it can't be me. Someone creative. Help me out.
Well, we'll get the sound effects for sure, and I'll definitely have my manual sound effects for our different things.
We need that. Any interns out there who want to create sound effects for us?
There you go. We're offering.
We'll definitely give you a good referral. for some future jobs if you give us some sound effects for sure.
That's right.
No, I'll even call your school and work it out so you can get college credit. Let's just.
This. You see,
Yeah.
let's
Next
not forget
level
who
right there.
Yeah, you see, she can get things done now. I mean, we're gonna have stuff. So we're gonna have stuff catered over to us. We're gonna have stuff, man. Let's get to more stuff. D, it just so happens that your team was the first game listed for Sunday. So here we go. We're getting into your Saints right away, who march on over to Atlanta and take on them damn Falcons that you hate. So let's start with you, man. Your favorite team against your most hated team. What's going to happen?
Yes, the Saints are going to start the year very well because we're playing against a very, very bad Atlanta team. So I have New Orleans winning 28-17. Clank, clank, lock it in.
That was coming. I'm going to back you up, my friend. I'm doing the same thing. New Orleans, locking it in. I see them beating up Atlanta, no problem, especially on defense. That's why I'm even more good with it. Nikki, is it a trifecta?
It is a trifecta. I'm just not locking it.
No lock. Okay. All right. Yeah. Just the road team. If they were playing at home, maybe a different story. But all right, we'll see. This next one's a tough one, guys. Cleveland and Carolina. The game's in Carolina, Nikki. So the Panthers with their new Baker Mayfield quarterback and Christian McCaffrey back healthy this year. Cleveland now, they're going with Jacoby Brissett. Amari Cooper's their new wide receiver, but predominantly a running game. They're good on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Tough game to pick right here because of the quarterback situation, but what do you got?
Yeah, this is actually I fill in the games. I know I'm going to lock, right? I do my picks as if you were doing a test, you fill in the answers, come back to the ones you kind of don't know. So I'm filling them in, right? Well, I'm not manually writing them, typing them in my notes. And this was the last one. I did not know what to do here. And then it dawned on me, right?
Oh,
yeah, no, I mean, I usually don't put too much stock in a revenge game, but I swear to God, I think Baker Mayfield will not rest until he destroys his team. He just seems the type to me to just be I have got to absolutely destroy them. And I know Cleveland's got a better ground game, but hey, listen, you're going to have CMC for at least 3 weeks. All right. So you better get it all out now. You better get it in this week. This roster is upgraded. I'll go with the upset. Carolina 19, Cleveland 16.
Okay, I dig it. All right. Very nice. 19-16, you say. I have the same exact score, Nikki, except I have the Browns winning that game, and I just feel like they're a little tougher. I feel like they're a little more tough up front, so that's why I'm going to go with them grinding out maybe a really ugly game, but I do like your points about Baker. I should make it interesting. I'm going to have to the NFL Red Zone, they're going to have to show that a little bit. Hopefully they'll get some action going on D. But, all right, she's going Carolina. I am going Cleveland. What are you going to do?
She said that Baker will not rest until he gets revenge on the Cleveland Browns. Well, he's about to suffer from sleep deprivation because he's not getting his revenge. Now I got the Cleveland Browns winning. I do think it's a defensive game, just like you guys do. I'm going 17-14 Cleveland.
I like it. We all have the same mindset on that. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
Great about doing multiple shows. So I got one on Sunday. I can easily change this. This is great. This is my pick for this. I got one for Tuesday. I got one for Sunday. Right? This is the nice part.
He is hedging her bets on her shows. Unbelievable. Oh, I love it. Hedging her own bets on her own.
We're going to come to the end of the year, and we're going to be like, oh, you suffered on 3rd and 3. You didn't do that well. She was like, well, on my other podcast, I did great.
Yeah, I did great. So.
Oh, you got to stick to one. Come on, the sheet of integrity, as they call it.
Why? That's part of chat. That's part of the Sunday shows. You have to make that. Although it's against the spread, so it'll be a little bit different.
And injuries come out, things like that. So I understand. Exactly. Yeah, I got you. I back you up on that. Fantasy things also. You got to take it all into account. All right. I'm taking into account my 49ers going traveling to Chicago, taking on Justin Fields and the Bears, and it really just feels like Justin Fields and the Bears. That's pretty much it. So I really do like my Niners to win. I'm not overly excited, crazy about it because we always tend to fall into these weird trap games. But, D, I still think the Niners are going to win this one 23-17. I can't lock it. I'm not overly confident, but I still think they're going to win. So I'll take my Niners, D.
It's not that I'm super confident in the 49ers because we still have to see Trey Lance. But I'm so unconfident or not confident in the Bears. So I'm going to lock it in. The 49ers to win, 27-13.
All right. I like it. I like it. I like the lock right there. Nikki, are you doing the same thing? Or are you going to
yes. No, I'm locking this. I don't know what you're nervous about. You're like playing the Rams or something this week. Like I mean, I think you could feel pretty damn confident. I'm excited to see what Trey Lance can do, right? I think Niners Nation is excited for this, right? We all kind of want to. Yeah, this kid's been hyped up, so like, let's see. I mean, I'm just curious. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go 24-17 San Fran and lock it.
Okay. Well, we have similar scores, but you definitely feel more confident. I guess it's just the Niner fan in me. I just, things happen. But no, we all agree. 2 locks. I love it. I love it. Locks and bagels, baby. All right, here we go. We have an AFC North division battle. Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati. Nikki. All right. So defending AFC champions, but not the defending Super Bowl champions. They came really close playing on the new look Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you got?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this would be what? If Cincy wins, it's the fourth straight time that they would have done it in, let me see what the stat is. There was a 6-game streak from 1988 to 1990. This is like the last time, but they were the better team. And they're the better team this time, so I am going to take Cincy to win. I will not lock this. No way, no how. But, I'm going to go 23-20 Cincy.
Okay, all right. So she's got a close one, Dean, but Cincinnati winning it at home. What do you think?
I'm going Cincinnati as well. I'm not going to lock it, so I'm going to go 30-17 Cincinnati.
I will not lock this game either. I don't think I would ever lock an AFC North game. I think that's pretty much impossible to do. So I'm going to shy away from that, but I'm going to agree with you guys. I'm going to take the Bengals 24-21 in this game. I think it will be a close one. It will be a good one. And I think this next game is going to be awesome. A lot of fire, a lot of explosion, a lot of offense. And that would be Philly going to Detroit to play the Lions. I think this is going to be one of the most exciting games of the week, guys. I see a lot of offense in this game. I really do. And I think that the Lions are going to get lucky, and they're going to beat the better team at home. I think the Lions win this one.
What? Oh my God, Jerry! Like I just stop. Like
I have Philly going to the Super Bowl. What are you saying? They're allowed to lose.
So they can't lose a game. Like
they can lose a game. I have the Lions winning. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, no, but that's even more ridiculous. Like
what?
You have to go to the Super Bowl, but they're not going to beat Detroit. How does that work?
A home game. Why can't they? It's week 1. The weirdest things happen in week 1. I think this is a weird week.
They have them going to the Super Bowl, but they're not going to beat Detroit. Like I don't understand.
It's
not okay. It doesn't like.
They're going to grow with time and hit their stride at the right time.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to hit their stride. They got to feel it out with AJ Brown, get stuff going. It's going to be a tough game. It's not like they can't score. Their defense is going to just putz around this game. They're going to have a bad game. They're going to figure it out. Okay. I'll be bragging about it.
I've got one more opener since 2017. What year are we in? What year? Check your manual calendar. What year are we in? They haven't won since 2017. There is no friggin' way. Actually, I'm locking this game. Philly 30, Detroit 17, and it's a freaking lock.
She is so mad that I picked the Lions that she's going to lock the game.
Yeah.
I love it.
The influence I have over this woman is unbelievable. It is amazing. Nikki,
for the record, I have it locked on my notes before. I knew you were going to be.
I hope so. All right.
You made her say it with extra emphasis.
Yes.
I guess so. Yes, and she scared the hell out of me while she was doing it as well. That was crazy. I'm afraid to give some of my next picks. I don't know what the hell she's going to say. I think I'll just let you guys go.
We got to get D's pick on this one.
I'm with Nikki on this one. I do think it's going to be a good game, though. I do think Detroit has improved this year.
Yell at him.
Getting the 1 seed, and I did pick them as my team to be the last to be undefeated. So I can't say they're going to lose week 1. So I got Philadelphia defeating Detroit 27-17.
All right. I can kind of recall you guys making fun of my Philadelphia Super Bowl pick, and now you think they're like the freaking team to beat in the NFC. I love it. All right. It's funny.
I got them at the 1 seed, so I couldn't make fun of you having them in the Super Bowl.
True. That's true. You do have you do have some rationale with you, even though you picked the Saints to go to the Super Bowl, and that's a whole other story.
Yeah, really. I know this guy picks the Saints to go to the Super Bowl, but I'm the one that gets picked up constantly for no reason.
I try not to. But my little sister, that's what big brothers do.
There are reasons for this. Like you picking blue cheese over ranch is a reason. Okay.
Cheese is better and ranch is trash.
Oh my God.
To each their Oh man. All right. Let's try to get back on track over here. Here we go. All right.
Let's try.
AFC South. All right. Really exciting stuff. Indianapolis going to Houston to play the Texans. So Houston Texans. That's just a weird name to me, but whatever. Anyway, so the Colts, much better team, guys. I'm going to lock this one in. Here it comes. My second lock right over here. Indianapolis over the Houston Texans. I'm locking it down. What do you say, Ding?
I'm going Colts as well, 27-14, but I'm going to save my last lock.
Oh, okay. All right. Being sneaky. What about you, Nikki?
Yeah. Colts 26, Texans 16, and this is my final lock.
That is your third lock. You lock the 49ers, the Eagles, and the Colts. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. I got Indy 25-15 in this game. Weird score, but weird things happen.
Why does the score have to be weird too?
God, sometimes it's just the NFL with 2-point conversions and kickers miss field goals all the time and extra points.
I'm aware. I'm aware. But you just had 25-15. Okay.
Just random 25-15. I mean, I'm the sports prophet. I have predicted scores before, this could be one of them random ones. It could happen. It could happen. You see, the thing is, if I pick 24-17, it's like, oh, really big deal. You pick 24-17. But if I say 25-15 and it actually happens, now I look really smart. That's the whole point about it. And you see the reverse psychology thing there? That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, sure.
No, I did my best. I tried to rationale it right over there. All right. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. I see this Lion comment. Is everybody against me? What's Paris saying? She got smoke over that Lions pick. Yeah, she did. She went crazy over there. You ain't kidding, my friend. Yep. Got all sorts of mad at me right there. But that's what family does. It's all good. All right. Let's go to our next game. Nikki. You kick it off. We got New England and we got Miami. New England, Bill Belichick took these guys down here early because it is hot as hell. It's a freaking swamp down here, and he needed them to get used to this freaking weather. I don't think you can get used to it. I've been living here for, 8 years, and I'm still not used to it. So good luck to them. But here we go. Miami is hosting New England. What do you think happens?
Yeah, as we said, not really jazzed up about the roster, right? We're not really jazzed about the defense. I think they've lost 4 of their last 5 going to Miami, but that all changes. I am going to take New England to win. I think Bill Belichick is going to have quite the game plan for them. I'll go 24-20 New England.
Okay. Well, judging by both Damien and I reaction, I think that we're going to get a different answer over here. Is that right, Dee? You going with the home team?
Yeah, I got to go with Miami because I don't trust the guy with the laminate playbook and the pencil behind his ear calling plays. And Matt Patricia for New England or Joe Judge, whoever's going to be calling plays. Have they announced that yet? Are they still guys in the dark?
It's somebody else. They announced somebody totally different, I think. It's somebody else. Yeah.
So that was the whole plan to throw us off.
Yeah.
But just because they're doing all that and there's so much uncertainty there, and the reports coming out of New England have been horrible about that offense. I got to go with Miami 21-18.
21-18. How about that, Nikki? 18 points. That's strange, isn't it? No? That's not
Why is it strange?
18 points? I don't know. I don't see that too much. That's an interesting number. But I'm all right with it. I wouldn't yell at Damien for picking it. It's okay with me. 18 points.
It's not as weird as 15.
Well, in order to get to 15-18, you kick a field goal.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm doing math over here. It's pretty easy stuff. I could teach to you sometime. We can go over it.
That's what I'm picking. 6 field goals.
I love it. Oh man, I got to take Miami in this one. I got to do it. I don't believe in the Patriots this year, and I just don't see where the offense is going to come from. But I got a 23-16. I'm going to take Miami in the swampy swamp over here. All right, the next game is the revenge game. Joe Flacco hosting Baltimore, coming to the New York Jets, where they have no shot at winning. The Ravens are locking the hell out of this one in probably an ugly game, but it's the Jets. So 21-10. I got the Ravens, Nikki. I'm locking it in.
Yeah, I don't have any locks left, but if I did, I would definitely go here. Baltimore 30, Jets, I don't know, 22, something like that.
Okay. So the Jets get a couple of, lazy touchdowns.
I don't think it's going to be a mess, but it's not going to be great.
Probably not. It doesn't look too good, D. What do you think? Is it a trifecta?
Yes, it is a trifecta.
Revise the sound effect a little bit. I like it.
We got to hire. Really do. We got to hire somebody to be on top of this stuff.
Yeah, we gotta catch that soundbite. But yeah, so I have Baltimore winning 30-14. I do think it's gonna be messy. I think it's gonna be an ugly mess that Baltimore is gonna win. So I'm going 30-14 Baltimore.
It could get disgusting, could get crazy. And this next game is freaking a total wild card. Jacksonville going to Washington to play the newly named Commanders. Okay, should have gone with the Warriors. That would have sounded so much better. Washington, Warriors, WW. That would have been a cool helmet. I don't know, but whatever. They screwed that one up, Nikki. But we'll see if they could play football. So what happens when the Commanders host the Jaguars?
Well, the Commanders lose and the Jaguars win 23-20. Listen,
Okay.
Doug Peterson knows Carson Wentz and the Commanders don't have Chase Young. So, you know what?
Interesting.
I'm kind of high on Jacksonville. It's week 1, so you might as well. We don't know what's going to happen. So let's just.
Oh, really? We don't know what's going to happen in week 1? You mean anything can happen? Like the Lions could beat the Eagles?
No, probably not.
No, but this can happen. Okay.
The Commanders aren't a great team. What are you talking about? Doug Peterson knows that Carson Wentz is a crappy quarterback. Like, what do you? I don't understand. The Eagles are your Super Bowl team.
I know.
Still, you're like You're like.
I don't
okay,
think they're going to go 17-0. They're not going to go 17-0.
No, but I'm saying that I think like the Commanders and Jacksonville, it's a little more of an equal like playing field here.
I guess it is, and well, I guess we'll find out by year end when they both probably have somewhere about the same record. We'll see. I think I'm like 8-9 on Jacksonville, and I think I said the same thing for the Commanders. I don't know, so I'm kind of with you. No, they're probably on equal ground, and I think Washington wins this one because they are equal and they are at home, and I think they're going to run the ball better and play better defense in this game. And I think Jacksonville, they need a few games to get under them, but a good sign for them. James Robinson is playing, so. He's an excellent running back. That would make me think Jacksonville a little bit more. But no, I'm going to just go with the home team on this one. So I'm going to take Washington. I guess you got to split the difference, my friend.
Yes, I'm going with Jacksonville. I think it's going to be a close game. But I am thinking that this is going to be the beginning of the Quantum League for Trevor Lawrence. We'll see a very good game from Trevor Lawrence. Like she mentioned, no Chase Young. That defensive line won't be able to rush as well. Trevor Lawrence will get a lot of time in the pocket with his new weapons. So I see Jacksonville winning 24-21. And like she also mentioned, if anybody will have a defense ready for Carson Wentz, it will be Doug Peterson.
That makes sense. That is a very interesting dynamic. Definitely that did not get much play at all this weekend. Why would it? Because, again, it's Jacksonville and the Commanders. Very interesting. All right, our next interesting game here is the Giants. Nikki's Giants going to play the Tennessee Titans. Nikki, how are your Giants going to start off this year?
With a loss. I think I need to recuse myself from – I wish we could do that. Maybe next year we'll institute that rule. Like you get one, like I recuse myself from this pick.
I like the word recuse. I don't hear that used in the sentence often.
I so badly want to say my Giants are going to win, but I just can't. But here's the interesting thing, and I wrote about this matchup, right? So the Titans passing core is not great. They're actually ranked number 32 right now. They're going up against the Giants secondary, which is very young, very thin. Let's not forget, it is a Wink Martindale defense. I know he's going to try a bunch of different looks. So it's not like I'm scared of the Titans passing game. I'm not. Obviously, it's Derrick Henry in that ground game. I think they're just going to, obviously run him till he can't go anymore. Tennessee 20, Giants 17.
Okay, so you're just afraid to pick against the Giants just this week, but I'm not, Nikki. I'm not afraid to pick against them. I'm going with the Giants because week 1 is crazy and weird things happen, and I think the Giants are going to put up a decent amount of points against the Tennessee Titans. Yes, I said it. Daboll's going to have a very nice introduction as his first crack at head coach, 28-20. I think they actually win the game pretty easily, to be honest with you. I think this is one of those games where Tennessee just is not going to be looking good, and the Giants, for some reason, just have command. It's just one of those things. It came to me in one of my sports prophet dreams. So I'm thinking Giants get a week 1 win. I don't know. I'm going with it. Can't lock it.
Scoring over 20 points. That's amazing.
28-20. What do you think, D?
I'm going with Tennessee. 28-21, but I do think it's a good game. I think the Giants have a good showing in this one, and maybe Giant fans will feel decent afterwards. Like, okay, maybe this will be a decent year for us. I think that's going to be the outcome.
All right. So maybe a moral victory.
Moral victories.
Okay. We'll see. All right, we got a few more games to go. Let's do it. We have the Kansas City Chiefs going to the unpredictable Arizona Cardinals. D, where you live, so why don't you take it away with this one?
Oh, I'm taking the Chiefs all the way. If I had a fourth lock, I would put it on it for sure. I do not believe in this Cardinals team at all. This is if there's a quantum fall, the Arizona Cardinals
There is now.
my team. Yeah.
Now we got
Quantum
one.
fall.
Yes, there you go. Yes.
So yes, the Cardinals are my pick for the Quantum Fall team, and it starts this week. Kansas City will beat them. I have the score 28-20, Kansas City.
All right, by a touchdown and 2-point conversion. He's got it. Nikki, what do you think?
I mean, I can see Arizona just imploding in the next 3 weeks. Don't they have Chiefs, Raiders, Rams, something? It's like really, it's not easy the first
rough.
3 games.
That's rough.
Yeah, I think they just completely implode by October. I have Kansas City 37, Arizona 27, and I love how we just instituted recusing yourself from a game and the quantum fall. So just like that.
All right, 37-27. So a 10-point win. D's got an 8-point win, and Jay's got a 10-point win. I think it's going to be 30-20. I think they win this game pretty easily, guys. So I also got the Chiefs, and if I did have another lock, I'd probably lock them right the hell in. This next game may be the game of the week before we even know it. I can't wait. I want to check it out. I don't know if it's going to be fully televised down here in Florida, but damn, I hope we get it. And that would be the Las Vegas Raiders against the Los Angeles Chargers. So this, again, major divisional battle to kick it off. They ended last year's regular season with a Sunday night game, which, again, Brandon Fairley just kept on doing it. So he's got a brand new shot at it this year, Nikki. Let's see if he's going to screw up the whole damn thing and start it off with a good – I don't know which way it's going to go, but this is going to be a hell of a matchup. Can't wait to watch it. Who do you got? Raiders versus Chargers in L.A.?
Yeah, that week 18 game, that was crazy. Like,
Oh,
that was just such an insane game. No, I think that, I think lessons have been learned here. I think the Chargers come out on top and not by too much. Not anything too crazy. Chargers 27, Raiders 24.
All right. So that would be a close one. I definitely think it's going to be a close one as well. I just think a little bit more scoring. I'm going to go with the Chargers 34-31, D.
Okay, yes, I'm going with the Chargers as well. Very close game, 30-27. And just a quick tangent. Why is this not the Sunday night game? You just mentioned how the last Sunday night regular season game, this game was absolutely nuts. And everybody's talking about the AFC West this year. But no, we got to put Tom Brady versus the Cowboys on Sunday night. Like, this should be the Sunday night matchup. There shouldn't be a worry of people saying, I might not get it in my area. This should be the primetime game.
Yeah, it could be. No, they want America's guy versus America's team. Brady versus the Cowboys. That's exactly what they want.
They could have put that in the Sunday afternoon Fox game, the America's matchup of the week or whatever they call it. They could have made Tampa Bay and Dallas that for sure.
That's like a 4:25 game feel. But, Chargers, Raiders, that's like a Sunday night game. Like, what are you doing, NFL?
Yeah, you want that to be a standalone game, definitely. I mean, without a doubt. But it probably will be. I mean, if they do have a doubleheader that's allowed the first week because they're in the 4:25 slot, they will be on CBS. And this next game, Green Bay versus Minnesota, will be on Fox most likely throughout the country, unless the Giants play at 4 o'clock. Nikki, I don't know. Do they play at 4?
It's 4:25.
Okay, so definitely in your area, that's not going to happen. But you don't want that. You want your Giants anyway. So what the hell does it matter? But all right. This week you definitely do. They get a win for you. You're gonna thank me after because I prophesize it into them. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, prophesize it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, D, why don't you kick us off with this one? Green Bay, Minnesota. I've been hearing a lot of talk from people who claim to be experts and even those who aren't that Minnesota may win this division this year. None of us thought so, but you guys got them in the playoffs. But what happens in week 1 when Minnesota hosts the Green Bay Packers?
I think Green Bay wins week 1. I do think it's going to be a lower scoring game than people think because all the talk's been about Minnesota's offense and how dynamic it is, Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. But Green Bay's defense is very, very good. So I think they're going to be able to hold down the Minnesota Vikings. Hopefully Justin Jefferson goes off for my fantasy team. But besides that, I think that Minnesota's going to have a rough day. So I'm going Green Bay 21, Minnesota 16.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a lower scoring game than most people would have it, and that certainly could be. We're going to a lot of people are wondering where's Green Bay's offense going to come from this year. We don't know how it's going to turn out. And Alan Lazard, Nick, he may not even play in that game. Who is his number 1 target right now? So we could see a whole lot of running out of Green Bay. I don't know if that spells good news for them in week 1 against Minnesota. What do you think?
Yeah, so apparently like Mike Zimmer did not or has not liked Kirk Cousins. So Kirk Cousins is finally getting a coach that likes him, right? Probably going to coach to his abilities. I think that Minnesota is going to be the more high-powered offense only because I think it's going to take Green Bay maybe like 1-2 weeks maybe to kind of get this life after Devontae Adams sorted. So I'm going to give Minnesota this win, 26-23.
All right. I like it. I'm
Very
actually
good,
going
very
with
good reasons right there.
Right, it is, and I'm I'll just echo it. I don't even have to echo it. Just let it be said. Play it back because I'm going with Minnesota for a lot of them same reasons. I think that they're going to get off to a hot start in this game, and their defense is not going to have to be playing from behind, and that will work out in their favor. And yeah, I think Green Bay is going to take a little bit of time to figure out this whole offense thing. And if Alan Lazard doesn't play, I think that might be a big thing. So I do like Minnesota in this game, 27-24. Even though I do think ultimately Green Bay is the better team, but this is week 1. Anything can happen. Next game up is a Sunday night game. We alluded to it already, and it shouldn't be there. It should be the Chargers Vegas, but we got Tampa going to Dallas to play this time, and they kicked off the year last year. I think it was that Thursday night game where Tampa Bay won. This time it's in Dallas, Nikki.
Yeah, and it's like, so what? Do you know the Cowboys have never beaten Tom Brady in 6 career games? Brady's 6-0 against the Cowboys. So guys know my rule. I don't bet against Tom Brady. I don't plan on doing that this time. So, but I do think it is close. Tampa Bay 30, Cowboys 27.
Yeah, I don't even think that the Cowboys can take advantage of that banged up O-line that Tampa's got right now. I still think that Brady's going to throw the ball all over the place. And I think that I don't know if Godwin may actually play week 1. That'll help out a lot. But I'm looking forward to seeing how Russell Gage and Julio Jones fits in with Mike Evans and Cameron Brate now. Should be interesting, D. I also got Tampa Bay in this game 27-24.
I'm right with you guys. It is a trifecta. with Tampa Bay as well. I'm going Tampa Bay 28-24.
All right. And D, you kicked this last one off, and I think you're kicking it off with something that we haven't got to yet, the third of something. Denver-Seattle, the Russell Wilson revenge game, going to Seattle. I don't know if it's revenge, call it that. I think they, parted amicably, if you want to say. So, I don't know, again. But it's cool how the NFL schedule works out. Baker Mayfield playing Cleveland and Russell Wilson playing Denver. Seattle. But the game, again, in Seattle. What do you think, Ding?
Oh, Denver has to win this game. They have to win this game. I do think it's going to be closer than people think because if anybody knows how to play against Russell Wilson, it's Pete Carroll. So I think it might take a few possessions for Denver to get the ball rolling just because of that, and the defense will know what to do. But eventually they'll get the ball rolling. So I have Denver winning 27-18.
27-18. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, another 18. There you go, another 18. And it's not a problem. It's all good. I love it.
It's all good.
Nikki, what do you think happens? Russell Wilson gets a win back in Seattle with his brand new team?
Oh yeah, he has to. They have got to win this game. And I think they will. I have Denver 31, Seattle 17.
Yeah, I think they win this game pretty easily. I think Geno Smith has a real bad headache that day. Yeah, I like Broncos 28-13. And that would be the Monday Night Football game. I'm not excited that's the Monday Night Football game, guys, at all. Talk about doing a better job to kick off the season. What? And obviously they're not doing the double headers anymore, and that's fine with me. You don't have to have a game at 7 and another one at 10:15. It's only for you, you lucky people on the West Coast out there like you, D. I can't stay up till 1:30 in the morning watching this shit. It's impossible. Even though I love it, but it's impossible. But yeah, I wish they picked a different Monday night game. They could have done better with that. Whatever. D, your locks
seems to get the short end of the sticks.
I get they kind of do, right? The Monday night games aren't always great. I mean.
No.
Yeah. At least on paper, they're not. The games can play out differently. I mean, who knows? We may get a battle. I mean, could get really lucky. We'll see. So hold on, Nikki. So your locks were 49ers, Philly, and Indy. Mm-hmm. I got New Orleans, Indy, and Baltimore. D, you had New Orleans, Niners, and who was your third lock?
Baltimore.
Oh, it was Baltimore. Okay. My bad. All right, got them in. Locking them down. And speaking of some more locks over here, D, we're getting some actual betting lines right now, brother. So kick us off, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, so these are our 3rd and 3 betting locks. So these, if you are a sports bettor like myself, we're going to give you some advice to help you make a little money out there.
All right. All right. So how we going to do it?
So I have 3 that I truly believe in. I think Nikki has 2. Jay, you might have a couple as well. And then at the end, we're all going to pick one that we truly love. But if I were you, I would take heed to all of the advice that you're getting right here in this section.
Oh, can't wait. Let's get it
So
going.
I'll start off with my 3. First one, Saints are favored by 5.5 against Atlanta. Take that. 5.5. Saints are going to beat them out more than that. So that means all you got to do is get by 6 or more points. You win that. So I would take the Saints with the points there, winning by more than 5.5 points against Atlanta. The second one that I like, we disagreed on this one, but I think that's still a good bet. Jacksonville is the underdog against Washington by 2.5. So I would take them with the money line, meaning that you're picking them straight up. It's better odds. So Jacksonville to beat Washington is my second one that I like the most. And the one that I like the most, Kansas City, 5.5 point favorites over Arizona. Take it. If you got $1,000 to bet on it, bet $1,000. Kansas City is going to smash the Arizona Cardinals. So Kansas City by 5.5 over Arizona. I love that one.
All right. Excellent. I do have my 3, but Nikki, I know. I'm sorry. You had 2 or 3, Nikki, for this week.
Just 2.
2. Okay, throw them out at us. What do you got?
All right. So even though I don't think the Giants are going to win, I do think they cover the 5.5. So I would take the 5.5 there. I think with Tennessee going right to Derrick Henry, I do think that the offense is going to have to get a little creative. So hang in there because I feel like the Giants will cover, but it's going to come late in the game. So I like the 5.5 there. And for me, I think the easy play is the Raiders. It's 3.5. Right. I would take that because margin of victory is usually 3 points anyway. And I feel like if it moves to 4, you're still okay. So I like the 3.5 for them.
All right. Excellent. I dig it. Very good picks. Yeah, D, I was definitely excited about the Kansas City pick. I had the 6-point spread, but even at 5.5, I'm, whatever. Either way, I'm perfectly fine with that. So Kansas City all the way. And then the 2 other ones, one is a road team, one's a home team. I do like the Browns, and they are getting points in this game, and I think they're going to win it outright. So 2.5 points. I know that's not sexy because it's a field goal, obviously, but the Browns, I feel like, are the better team. I would say go with them. And again, a home dog is a big thing. Home dogs come through a lot, and the Lions are a home dog. It's 4 points. So even if it's a field goal game, Philly wins, you win that game right there. You would expect a lot of points coming out of both sides in this one. So I think the Lions +4 at home is actually a really good bet. And all joking aside, I really do think that's a good bet because if Philly does win, it'll likely be by a field goal. It won't be by that much. And that's just my opinion. So those would be my 3 top ones, guys.
Okay. I think the one that we all agree on is Kansas City, Arizona.
Yes. I think we can all definitely agree on that, right, Nikki? I think that is pretty much locked in because you had them winning that game by, I think, 8 points, if I remember. And
10.
Oh, 10. So I have them by 10 also. So I think the third and
money, everybody. Take the easy money.
Yeah. Take the 3rd and 3 bet over here and, lay the 6, even if it's 6 points, lay it. All right. Kansas City is going to go into Arizona and just beat them up. So we're going to call that the 3rd and 3 bet of the week right there. Kansas City laying 5.5 in Arizona. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
I like it. Done deal. See, we just work things out on the fly. So we don't rehearse a freaking thing. We have no idea. I love it.
So my favorite question to this day: do you guys rehearse? No.
No chance. And again, speaking of not rehearsing, we haven't done Freaky Fantasy Football Draft in 7 months. We haven't talked about it. We haven't done anything about it, and we're about to do it right now. And we're going to pick a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and defense. And guys, we do this every week throughout the entire season. But the kicker is, once you pick a player, you cannot use that player again for the rest of the year. So we're going to pick our teams right now, 5 positions: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and defense. Again, once we pick the player and or team for defense, can't use them at all for the rest of the season. That's the way it's going to be. Nikki, normally I'd say ladies first, but I'm going to say, why don't you go ahead and choose who goes first?
Oh, I'll go first.
Of course you will. Now she'll go first.
Can we just get the rules down? Because you change them every week. And I know that you do. You're like Luke Martindale with this confusing friggin' defense. So what are the rules other than you can't use them?
The rules. The rule number one. First rule, learn rule number two. No, rule number one is I think no, if you win, you get to go first. Oh no, how about this? If you win, option. You get to pick if you go first or second or third. How about that? If you win, you get the option.
Why would you want to go third? Like,
Because maybe you want back-to-back picks. Yeah. I like back-to-back picks like that.
Okay,
like you
so
go first.
the winner has the option because I know, D, you could back me up. We did not stick to that rule all the time, every single week. I
don't know
it.
what happened. I don't know.
We definitely switched up a lot last year, but this year we have a set rule. Winner gets the option of where they pick the next week.
Set rule. That's it. I don't know what happened last week.
It's ladies' option.
Okay.
There you see. There we go. Exactly. And that's what I was trying to, really, I was trying to appease to you, Nikki, on that whole thing last year. Like, I don't know what to do. So you tell me what you want to do. I have no idea. I forgot what the rules are. But all right, this year we have it. You win, you get the option. So when I win this week, I will have the option next week where I want to go. So there we go. Perfect. All right.
And then does the winner like fill in where the other two go, or who decide? Or we just?
Oh, that's a good idea. The winner should actually get to pick the order. I like that. That's cool. I like that. I'm down.
The winner picks the order. We are not changing it. Do not come on here next week.
No. I know it's staying. It's staying. We're keeping it. That's it. All right. So Nikki,
I swear to God, I will slam this laptop right shut, and I will do my own rant video. Like, I do not change these rules. That's it. They are set.
I'll go on Twitter and just rant for 3 minutes.
Be like the podcasts out here who are being breaking up. We're gonna break up over freaky fantasy draft.
Oh, all right. So let's do it. Nikki, you kick it off and you get to start, obviously, any position you want. You get the first pick. Who are you taking? What position? What's happening?
I'm going quarterback. I am going big or going home. I don't usually do this, but I feel like I have to on the matchup. Give me Lamar Jackson, please.
Oh, okay. One of his fantasy picks.
He definitely took I definitely was my pick right there. I was going.
What's the swipe sound effect? Is it a motion or is it a sound effect?
Yeah. That's definitely what you did right now. I just got that from me.
Right, left. Oh man. Well,
my second option here.
All right, D. You got the pick. Oh, well, Nikki, you pick it. Who goes second?
D, go ahead. I swiped you, so go ahead.
I swiped.
So, man, I hate to pick him this soon, but I feel like I have to go after the win. And I love this matchup, so I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor against the Texans.
Okay. Not mad at that at all. Could have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. For real. All right. Let's see. Matchups. What do I want to pick first? How about, since Kansas City's going to put that whooping on, I'll take Travis Kelce. Pick my tight end first. And then I'm going to go with okay, it's early, but I don't care. I'll take Justin Herbert against the Raiders defense. So I'll take Kelce and Herbert to start it off. Okay. But yeah, man, you know what? We got 17. We got a lot of good quarterbacks in this league. And you know what? I'm going to go for the sure thing as much as I can. And I feel like this is pretty much a damn sure thing. There's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. So that's where I'm going. D, you took Jonathan Taylor with your first pick. Now what?
I'm going to go with Trey Lance.
Really? I like it. Okay.
It's on my list too. Yeah, I like it this week.
All right. Yeah, you guys both locked in my Niners. I freaking love it. Okay.
But they're playing Chicago. You're acting like they're playing like.
No, I said you locked them. I mean, you guys are all.
You sound like so surprising. Like, you guys locked the Niners against the Bears.
I didn't say it like that at all. You crazy lady. All right. Lance and Taylor you got. All right. You got Lamar, Nikki. Now you got 2 picks.
Well, then I guess I'll take Mark Andrews. Might as well just go for broke here at this point.
Makes sense.
And let's see. Let me get.
Why don't you take the defense?
No. Let me get.
Come on, make Brent happy.
No, I can't go all Ravens. No, let me go Cortland Sutton for my wide receiver.
Okay, Cortland Sutton. That's a pretty good week to pick. That's not bad. That could be a sneaky one. I like it. All right, D, back on you. You got my man Trey Lancelot and Jonathan Taylor, probably the best running back in the league. Some would maybe say Derrick Henry, but either way.
You know what's funny? My whole plan was to go Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews, but when she took Lamar Jackson, I was like, all right, I'll just save Mark Andrews for later. Like I literally scratched him off, and I was like, all right, I'll wait till another week so I can get them together. Like, I literally was she was inside my head.
He's swiping you, son.
For sure. So with this pick, I'm gonna go Mike Evans.
All right. Yep, they're going to be throwing the ball.
We're going to lead the league in touchdowns, like Nikki says. Let me go ahead and get him week 1.
There you go.
See what he does.
That's what she said.
Yes.
And she didn't have to give a reason for it. Not one damn reason. She didn't have to say a thing. She said Mike Evans, and that was it. End of story. Shut up.
No, the reason was infer from me saying that Tom Brady was going to throw the most. Like, so that's why I said it.
It didn't make sense. It made perfect sense.
Yeah.
And I love it. Okay, who am I going to do? All right, I need a wide receiver, a running back. How about Alvin Kamara this week, D? You think he's going to have a big week?
Yeah, I definitely like that pick.
So do I. So I'm going to take him to beat on the Falcons for a while, and I'm also going to take Well, if I'm talking that Lions game, then I got to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'll take him for my wide receiver. And I only have defense.
Pick.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see how it goes. I got him on a couple of fantasy teams and high in the Lions this year, as you guys know. All right, D, you got Lance, Taylor, and Evans. Who are you going for now?
I'm going to go with Jacksonville's defense. I think they have a good week against Carson Wentz and the Commanders.
All right. Going with the sneaky week 1 Jacksonville defense pick over here. Doug Peterson fixing everything before the season even starts. All right. Nick, your last 2 picks. You got Lamar, you got Cortland Sutton, and Mark Andrews. So you need a running back in the defense.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Elijah Mitchell for my running back.
All right. He just got marked up to healthy from questionable, by the way, so that's beautiful.
Good. All right. And yeah, let me take the Broncos defense.
Oh, I think that's a very good pick. I like that. Broncos defense is nice on Monday night against Seattle. Very good. All right, D, we just need a tight end from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Robert Tonyan. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna go with a familiar target in week 1, so let me get him.
That's a smart pick. That's a very smart pick. I like that. Yeah, Nikki, you didn't take Baltimore's defense, but since they hung around, I'll take them. I mean, this is just a game where they could just go freaking absolutely nuts. Yeah, fantasy points all over the place, man. I mean, the Jets do have a pretty good offensive line, but I don't know if they're going to be able to handle what Baltimore's got coming to them. So, freaky fantasy draft week 1 in the books. Nikki, Lamar Jackson, Eli Mitchell, Cortland Sutton, Mark Andrews, and the Broncos defense. D, got my man Trey Lancelot, Jonathan Taylor, Mike Evans, Robert Tonyan, and Jacksonville's defense. I got Justin Herbert, Alvin Kamara, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Travis Kelce, and Baltimore's defense. So I took a few big guys in week 1, but I want to get a week 1 win so I can have the option of who goes where next week. That'll be fun. So we got our week 1 picks in. We got our locks in. We got our 3rd and 3 bets in. I love it. Freaky fantasy draft in the books. Week 1. I mean, here we go. Next week, we're going to have bragging rights and crow bites. It's going to be off the hook, man. The whole season, here we go. Time to rock and roll. It's beautiful.
Sure.
But one more thing before we get out of here, right, Dean? We got to do one more thing because you saw some pretty hot news that we wanted to get on, right?
Yeah, I just saw a very interesting question on Twitter. It said, what was the worst move your favorite team has ever made? And I just wanted to hear that from you guys. So, Nikki, I love hearing your rant about the Giants.
Worst move, my favorite team. Oh my God, I have so many to pick from. Dave Gettleman, Joe Judge, Ben McAdoo, firing Tom Coughlin, the benching of Eli Manning to see what we have in Geno Smith, not Daniel Jones. All the wide receivers deciding to go on the Miami trip when we had playoff Eli. I mean, all of it, just all of it. Like Plaxico Burress deciding to shoot himself. Like that was a terrible decision that he made there. But for
handoff.
Thank you, P. I mean, take your pick. How can I pick just one? But you know what? For recent memory, I will go with Dave Gettleman and signing Kenny Galladay to a $74 million contract.
Oh, yeah, that is it's a decent amount of money. It's not Christian Kirk money, but it's a decent amount of money. It really is.
He's, per the salary cap, Kenny Galladay counts the most as any wide receiver this year.
Yeah.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
How about that? Oh, mistakes being made. So mine, D, I think you guys know they drafted Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers. I mean, dude, come on. I mean, how many Super Bowls the 49ers would have now? They have 5 total. We probably have at least 8, I would think, by now, because the teams that the 49ers have had since 2005, especially Nikki, you remember in that era when we played you guys in 2011 in the championship. Do you remember that? The same season we had that epic game against each other. You know, the Niners had good teams, and if they would have had Aaron Rodgers around that, damn, man, I mean, it could have been amazing. So that's the worst. I mean, the number 1 overall pick, take the California kid. What are you doing? Don't take the Mormon from Utah. Take the California kid and go win some Super Bowls. But they didn't. They took Alex Smith, and God bless his heart. I love Alex Smith. And he gave everything to not just the 49ers, but Washington, Kansas City, everything. He is a total warrior on the field, and I respect him and love him for that. However, Aaron Rodgers would have been the better choice. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, for sure. That is definitely one of the biggest. We talked about it before. One of the biggest what ifs in history. You go down the line. Do we ever even know about Colin Kaepernick if Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback? So it's so many things happen because of that. So that's a big what if right there. So for the Saints, oh my God. So my first memory of the Saints, I was watching the draft with my dad, and I remember my dad like slamming papers on the ground. I'm like, what's going on? Mike Ditka traded our whole draft for Ricky Williams.
Oh my God.
Awful.
So
Herschel Walker all over again.
It was worse than that. So looking at, I had to go and look up to like remember the details of how much we gave up. All right. So the Saints, we did this trade with the Washington football team, now Commanders. So at that time, they had the number 2 pick. So we got the number 2 pick in the first round in 1999. They received our first round pick, 3rd round pick, 4th round pick, 5th round pick, 6th round pick, 7th round pick, and it doesn't end there. Our first pick the next year in 2000, and our 3rd round pick in 2000.
Jesus.
So we gave them a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 picks for Ricky Williams, who only had 1,000-yard year for us. It was just exactly 1,000 yards. It wasn't like he went off like 1,300, 1,400. He broke his ankle on the run where he got exactly 1,000 yards in his best season for us.
And that's
then,
only
of course, went to Miami. Yeah, that's it.
60 yards a game. That's it.
And then he went to Miami and had one of the best years ever right after he left us. It just was turned into this monster. So definitely the worst move in our franchise history to give up our entire draft and the first round and 3rd round pick the next year to get Ricky Williams. I know at this time, running backs are very important. It's a different league where you run the ball a lot more, but wow. I know Ricky Williams is one of the greatest college players of all time. Like he killed it at Texas, but come on, man. And then on top of all that, they took the worst photo shoot in history with Mike Ditka and Ricky Williams in a wedding dress for ESPN. Like, who allowed this?
Yeah.
Like, who was the person who allowed this photo shoot to happen? Now, you could imagine back in 1999, the reaction was a lot different than it would be today. We're a lot more tolerant today and a lot more accepting of things today than we were back then. So you can just imagine what the reaction was in Louisiana when that came out. Like, we already mad that we gave up all these picks to get Ricky Williams, and then you have this photo shoot come out. Like, really, that's what we're doing? We taking photo shoots with the coach and the star player in the wedding dress. That's what we're doing. This was definitely the worst move in Saints franchise history. And it's so funny because I remember talking to a Chicago fan one time. You know how they love Mike Ditka, and he was like, what are your feelings towards Mike Ditka? I was like, well, I'm a Saints fan, so my experience was a lot different with Mike Ditka than yours was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chicago Ditka is done.
Yes, for sure. In New Orleans, Mike Dickett's era does not get brought up. We don't like to think about it, but it led to Jim Haslam, which eventually led to Sean Payton and Drew Brees. So I guess you could look at it that way and say eventually it led to good things. But that was maybe the worst trade in NFL history, let alone just Saints history.
That's bad news, man. I remember when that went down. I'm like, you have just got to be kidding me. Like, you got to be kidding me. Really, for anybody to make any kind of like trade like that is insane. Yep, I remember that very vividly, bro. That was terrible. Terrible trade.
I forgot that we gave up picks the next year. Like, I forgot all about giving up picks the next year for him as well. Like, that was.
That's what I'm saying. It was like comparing it to the Herschel Walker trade where Dallas built a dynasty on top of that. I mean, they literally built a dynasty on top of the Herschel Walker trade. It's unbelievable. They got 3 Super Bowls out of that and Jimmy Johnson and all that to boot. Unreal.
If it was any team other than Washington, they would have built a dynasty out of it.
Yeah.
Any other team would have built a dynasty out of that trade for sure.
They totally goofed that one up. They didn't get a damn thing since then. That's for sure. But wow, that really is amazing. I mean, but really, how can anybody even like Ditka make that decision? I mean, doesn't he have anybody he trusts that would say to him, like, dude, no, don't
what
do
are you
this.
doing?
Yeah. I mean,
No
you're
checks
killing
and
us.
balances in that war room, I guess. Just
Have
at it.
Exactly. Because he was Mike Ditka, because he was Mike Ditka who led the Bears to a Super Bowl. It was like, oh, we got Mike Ditka, and he was terrible. Like, he never won. Like, we got 1 year where the NFC was terrible. We were like 1 game away from the playoffs, but we were like 6-10. And we were like, oh, we were close to the playoffs. It was terrible.
I got news for you. Ditka wasn't even that good of a head coach in Chicago. He really wasn't. Buddy Ryan ran the defense, and that's what they were known for. So people need to really smarten up over there in freaking Chicago and understand that it was Buddy Ryan's defense and the 4-6 defense that crushed him. Walter Payton, who had nothing to do with Mike Ditka at all. He was just an amazing runner behind a very good offensive line and an average quarterback. And that's it. That's all they had. All right, that was a fun segment to get that in there before we got on out of here. And tomorrow night, we're coming back. That's why it's a short show tonight, guys, obviously. And we got our picks in. We got all the good stuff in. Freaky Fantasy Draft is back, and it's option for the winner. So winner will figure it out. But tomorrow, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get the pregame going on for about 15, 20 minutes, and then there we go. Game on. We're going to see how we roll. We can't wait. And it's going to be a lot of fun, Nikki. Going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to it, man.
This is going to be interesting. So everyone tune in, because we don't even know how this is going to play out.
We have no idea. But you guys come along for the ride. It'll be fun. All you got to do is just turn the volume off the TV and play along with us. That's all you got to do. Believe me, we're going to be a lot more fun than whatever else.
Definitely, like I say, leave your comments. Let us know what you think of the game. We want your commentary as well. Like, we love it. So I'm so excited for this. It's been a while since I called the game. Like, I haven't done play-by-play since college. So I'm a little nervous about it, but it's a great feeling. Like, you want to have those nerves going into these type of things. So, it was play-by-play for a volleyball game. So I haven't done play-by-play for a football game in a very, very long time. So I'm very excited for this.
I have no experience at all. I've called basketball games before, but I've never called a football game in my entire life. I just can't wait to do it. What up, Trey? I'm catching us at the end over here. We're glad you could jump in, Trey. What's up? This is going to be amazing. I can't wait to do it. So, yeah. Wow. Tomorrow night we'll be back. I guess we'll kick it off at 8 o'clock. We'll be here at 8 o'clock. We'll do it up. But before we get out of here, before we end the 3rd and 3 podcast this Wednesday evening, Nikki, pick and choose very carefully what you want to say here, because we only have a limited amount of time at the end of the show. So shout out what you want. Go for it.
You guys, you make fun of me, but Dee's got like a million things going on too. You all do. Stop. All right. Of course, every other Tuesday, New York Giants Rush is a Giants focused only podcast. But I do bring some of the fantasy elements into there. So make sure you guys keep sending me your questions. You all have been really, really good at that. And you're keeping it to football. So you're learning. Thank you very much. Those DMs are coming down and they're getting more appropriate. Thank you.
All right. It's about time.
The Trenches episode 1 drops tomorrow. Gladys and I did the live draft last night. I do not know how they're going to edit this together. Let me tell you, they threw everything at us in the kitchen sink. So I hope you can all tune in. Make sure you vote for me and Gladys for fan favorites of the week. If you do not, I am coming for you, because that is bullshit. And then on Sunday, yes, Channel Side Bets premieres at 11:30. So it's daily fantasy, it's betting. We're gonna go over your lineup. It's gonna be like a quick 45-minute hour show, 11:30, 12:30. Get you guys ready for kickoff. And we'll go over any injuries and important, relevant news. So there you go. That's it, right? I got it all in. Yeah, and here every Wednesday.
Very well done. There you go. There you go. And Brent, hang in there, man. Football season's not that long. Just hang in there, bro. D, Amazing. Great news to kick off the show, bro. That was absolutely awesome to hear. Can't wait for you to get started.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. So, yes, you can follow me on all social media platforms at The Real Deal WDA. So you put that in, you'll find me. On Instagram, it's The Real Deal WDA2. But just put The Real Deal WDA and you'll find me. That's where you'll get access to all the content that I do. My podcast is called The Real Deal with Damian Adams. Of course, if you are listening to this podcast, keep that good content in your life. Go ahead and subscribe to The Real Deal with Damian Adams. And if you are a huge basketball fan and boxing fan, subscribe to the GSMC Basketball Podcast and also GSMC Boxing Podcast. You'll get multiple episodes a week on both of those. And you'll be able to check me out on Thursdays on the Basketball Podcast and on Mondays on the Boxing Podcast.
All right, baby. Sweet out. My partners over here, they got a full schedule and they still make time for me, the little guy on the Wednesday night, which I really appreciate.
Oh, stop. This is where it all started.
Yeah, of course, this is where it all started. This is the platform to beautiful and better things. But again, 3rd and 3 will always be alive. We'll be here Wednesday night for you guys doing our football thing. And we're going to pick, depending on how tomorrow night goes, pick which games we're going to do. So we'll see how it goes. But I know we're going to have a good time regardless and may have to get a little bit of alcohol to go along with the show. Just maybe. Yeah. Spice it up just a little.
I'll definitely have me a nice whiskey sour ready for me tomorrow as well.
Ooh, okay.
So it's going to be, we're going to have a good time tomorrow night. So yes, come join us tomorrow night for sure.
Join us without a doubt. Yeah, it could get crazy. Who knows what the hell we're going to say? The longer the game, the more the alcohol goes. I'm going to fill up my belly with a lot of dinner before I come on the show. I want to make sure I'm ready to rock.
We got to get you a mixer, man. You can't be drinking Smirnoff straight up, man. We got to get you.
Straight out of the freezer, he took it right out. Straight out of the freezer.
I was pirouetting into my room after. I don't even know how the hell I got there. I was just dancing all over.
What do you know about pirouettes, Jay? Okay.
I remember saying it, and it just came to my mind. You're here, so I don't know. Put 2 and 2 together. Subconscious works. I don't know. Oh man, I love you guys. What a good time. All right, I had a great time tonight. The picks are in. We'll see who's got the bragging rights next week, and the crow bites will certainly be coming out because we know we're going to get some shit wrong. And that's just the way it's going to go down. So we are out for now. We'll see you next week, but we'll see you tomorrow before that. Rams, Bills, baby. We got it. 3rd and 3. See you later.
Bye.